Hello there, incredible English learners. Welcome to English Mastery Podcast, where we discover the most powerful ways to transform your language journey. I'm Vey, and I am genuinely thrilled to share something really special with you today.
And I'm James. Vey, I have to say, today's episode feels different, doesn't it? We're taking a step back from our usual shadowing practice to explore something that I think will absolutely revolutionize how our listeners approach English learning.
Oh, James, you're absolutely right. You know what? Sometimes I meet learners who are grinding away with textbooks and grammar exercises, feeling frustrated because their progress seems so slow. But here's the thing, we're living in this amazing digital age where technology can literally accelerate your English fluency in ways that weren't possible even 5 years ago.
Exactly, Vey. And today we're doing something completely different. No shadowing practice, no repetition drills, just pure, relaxed listening while we share 5 incredible technological tools that can transform your English learning experience. So grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's explore these game-changing resources together.
I love that energy, James. And before we dive in, I'm genuinely curious about our amazing community. How long have you been on your English learning journey? Maybe you started 2 months ago, or perhaps you've been studying for several years. Oh, and I'd love to know what's your native language. We have such a beautiful, diverse, global family here.
That's so wonderful, Vey. You know what amazes me? No matter where our listeners are from, whether they speak Spanish, Mandarin, Arabic, Hindi, or any other beautiful language, we're all connected by this shared dream of English fluency. And today, we're going to give you 5 powerful allies in that journey.
Exactly. And James, I want everyone listening to understand something important. Wherever you are in your English journey, whether you just started or you've been learning for years, you are exactly where you need to be. You're not behind schedule, you're not moving too slowly, you're progressing at your perfect pace, and that's absolutely beautiful.
So beautifully said, Vey. And here's what I want our listeners to know about today's episode. Yes, listening without active practice is still incredibly valuable learning. Your brain is absorbing patterns, rhythms, and natural speech flow. Sometimes the best thing you can do is simply receive English without pressure to produce it.
That's such an important point, James. Think of today as giving your brain a gentle massage with English sounds while simultaneously discovering tools that will supercharge your learning efficiency. Are you ready to explore these 5 technological treasures with us?
Absolutely ready. Our first revolutionary tool is something you probably know but might not be using strategically. It's called Deep L Translator. Now, most learners just type one word, get the translation, and move on. But here's how to unlock its real power for fluency building.
Oh, this is where it gets exciting, James. Instead of translating single words, try inputting complete thoughts from your native language and observe how DeepL crafts them into natural English. Then, and this is crucial, use the audio feature to hear proper pronunciation and rhythm patterns.
Exactly, Vey. And here's a pro tip, reverse the process. Take interesting English sentences you encounter and translate them into your native language. This builds comprehension bridges and helps you understand cultural context behind expressions. It's like having a linguistic detective in your pocket.
I love that detective analogy, James. Now, our second game-changing tool is Hemingway Editor, and this one is absolutely perfect for anyone who wants to write clear, confident English. Whether you're crafting emails, essays, or social media posts, this tool doesn't just correct mistakes, it teaches you to think like a clear communicator.
That's so true, Vey. What makes Hemingway Editor special is that it highlights complex sentences and suggests simpler alternatives. It's like having a gentle writing coach who helps you communicate your ideas more powerfully without overwhelming your readers with complicated language.
Perfect explanation, James. And here's what I recommend. Write 3 to 5 sentences daily about your thoughts, experiences, or goals. Run them through Hemingway Editor, but first try to self-correct. This builds your internal editing skills while gradually improving your natural writing flow.
Brilliant approach, Vey. Now, our third treasure is something called Speechify, and this tool is absolutely revolutionary for learners who struggle with reading comprehension or processing speed. Imagine being able to listen to any English text articles, books, research papers while following along visually.
James, this is where technology becomes truly magical. Speechify transforms any written content into listening practice. You can adjust the speaking speed, choose different voice types, and even highlight text as it's being read. It's like having a personal English tutor who never gets tired.
Exactly. And for students preparing for academic environments, this tool is invaluable. You can upload your textbook chapters, listen while commuting, and absorb complex academic vocabulary through both visual and auditory channels simultaneously.
Amazing! Now, our fourth tool is something that might surprise you. It's the Voice Memos app that's already on most smartphones. James, this simple tool can revolutionize someone's speaking practice, can't it?
Absolutely, V. Here's the magic. Record yourself reading English text aloud for just 2 to 3 minutes daily. Then listen back and compare with native speakers. You'll start noticing patterns in your pronunciation, identifying areas for improvement, and most importantly, hearing your own progress over time.
Ugh, I get goosebumps thinking about that moment when learners listen to their recordings from month 1 versus month 6. The transformation is always incredible. Plus, recording yourself builds comfort with your own English voice, which translates directly into conversation confidence.
So true. And our fifth and final tool is something called Fluenty, which transforms authentic English videos, movie clips, news segments, music videos into interactive learning experiences with clickable subtitles and vocabulary explanations.
James, what I love about Fluenty is that it bridges the gap between textbook English and real-world communication. You're learning from actual native speakers in natural contexts, which means your English develops cultural fluency alongside linguistic skills.
Perfect point, Vey. And here's what I want our listeners to remember. You don't need to use all 5 tools immediately. Choose the one that excites you most. Commit to using it for just 10 minutes daily and watch how consistency creates transformation.
Beautifully said. You know what, James? I want to address something important. Some of our listeners might be thinking, I should be learning faster, or I need to use every available resource. But actually, sustainable progress comes from choosing tools that bring you joy and using them consistently.
Absolutely, Vey. Language learning isn't a sprint. It's a marathon that should feel energizing rather than exhausting. When you find tools that match your learning style and personality, studying English becomes something you look forward to rather than something you force yourself to do.
Exactly. So let's recap our 5 technological allies. DeepL Translator for strategic translation practice, Hemingway Editor for clear writing development, Speechify for transforming reading into listening practice, Voice Memos for building speaking confidence, and Fluenty for real-world English immersion.
Perfect summary, Vey. And remember, these tools are your supportive teammates, not replacement teachers. They work best when combined with human connection, practical application and that beautiful persistence that brought you to English Mastery Podcast in the first place.
So wonderfully said, James. Now, tell us in the comments which of these tools resonates most with your learning style. Are there any specific challenges you're facing that we could address in future episodes? We genuinely love hearing from our English Mastery Podcast family.
Yes, please share with us. Your feedback helps us create content that truly serves your needs and dreams. Remember, you're not just learning English, you're building skills that will expand your world in ways you might not even imagine yet.
Before we close today's relaxing session, I want every listener to take a moment and genuinely appreciate yourself. You showed up today, you invested in your growth, and you're actively creating the multilingual future you deserve. That takes real courage and vision.
So beautifully expressed, Vey. Keep exploring, keep experimenting with these tools, and most importantly, keep trusting the process. Your English fluency is developing every single day, and we're here cheering you on throughout this amazing journey.
Until our next English Mastery Podcast episode, be gentle with yourself, celebrate your progress, and remember you have everything within you to achieve your English dreams. We believe in you completely.
Take care, amazing learners, and remember, every tool you try, every minute you practice is bringing you closer to the confident English speaker you're becoming.
See you soon, wonderful community.